Hey everyone, thanks so much for joining me for this yoga practice to celebrate the full flower moon in the sign of Scorpio. The flower moon is a time of transition in the beauty of spring. Much like many of our recent yoga practices, this is a time to experience the beauty of change and transformation. It's a good time to seek out new opportunities and new beginnings. This is amplified by the energy of Scorpio, which is a highly passionate sign. It's important that as we flow through the joys and the changes in our lives, we do keep one foot grounded in reality. In our yoga practice, we will embody this intention with some fluidity in our movement while still remaining grounded and opening our hearts to experience the love and the beauty of this time. If you wanted to bring along some crystals to this practice, they could include carnelian, rose quartz, or if you're feeling brave in this transition, you could bring along some Moldavite. Some essential oils could include rose, lavender, or patchouli. When you're ready, let's begin. Okay guys, so we're going to start today with nice movement here in a seated position, so just get comfortable. Remember that today's practice is more about finding the joy and the fluidity and the creativity and the transitions as we embody that beautiful time of change as the flowers and the beautiful seasons begin to shift, as well as somewhat stabilizing through that passionate Scorpio energy. So grounded, relaxed, but enjoying the movement, enjoying the flow, enjoying the transition in between. And these are the lessons we want to take into our everyday, as well as in our yoga practice. So bring your right hand behind your, outside of your right hip, reach your left arm up, breathing in. And then as you exhale, side stretch over to the right. Now you could hold here in stillness, or you could find a little bit of movement. So as you inhale, maybe you even rotate the chest up. And as you exhale, maybe you explore the movement a little bit deeper through that shoulder. Again, it's more intuitive, so maybe through the practice today, it's going to be less about what I'm cueing and more about what you want to do. As we inhale back through center, switching sides. And even as you flow, it's not about the speed of flowing. And in fact, the more we can slow our breath, the more we can slow the movement down, the more effective this is going to be at finding grounding during transition. Inhale back through center. And then as we exhale, bring both sets of fingertips down to either side of the hips. Release the right ear down to the right shoulder. Maybe press the palm of the left hand down if that feels good. Chin towards your chest. Left ear towards your left shoulder. Maybe press the right palm down. Chin towards your chest, and then half or full neck rolls. Just making sure you switch directions. And once you come back through center, bring yourself to a neutral spine, coming up onto a tabletop position, wrists under shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Breathing in. As we exhale, walking those hands forward into melting heart pose. Forehead, chin or chest towards the floor. You could even tent your fingertips to lift the palms of the hands up. Very gently walk your hands back. Bring your left toes to the back of the mat as you kick your right shin to the right. Bring your left heel down, left arm up. And then you could stay here, or as you inhale, reach your left arm forwards. And then as you exhale, sweep that circle down. Bring your heel towards your right sit bone. And then inhale, reach up. Exhale, low. Inhale to reach. And then exhale, back to tabletop. Kick your right shin back to center. Bring your left shin to the left, right heel back, right heel down, right arm up. Stay in stillness, or inhale to reach. And exhale, sink the left sit bone to the left heel. Big circle with the arm. And the next time you inhale, bring that arm all the way up. Exhale, back to tabletop. Kick your left shin back to center. Take a breath in, cow pose. And exhale fully. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale fully. Maybe rounding. Inhale back to neutral. Wrists slightly forward of your shoulders as you bring yourself back into downward facing dog. Shift those hips. Bend one knee at a time. And when you're ready, find three-legged dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up and back. Maybe circle the ankle or the hip. Inhale, right leg straight. As you exhale, step your right foot between your hands. Keep your left palm to the floor. As you inhale, reach your right arm up for revolved runner's lunge. Now, if there's any shoulder or low back pain, bring your right hand to the floor first. Otherwise, drop your left knee to the floor. Lead your right hand towards your left thigh as your left arm comes up and overhead. If this is painful, keep both arms forward and keep your gaze forwards. As we inhale, come back through center. And then as we exhale, plant those hands down. Now from here, you could stay exactly where you are in this runner's lunge, or you have the option to bring your left heel down, keep your right toes now pointing out about 45 degrees as you reach your right arm up, or side plank, pressing your right foot towards your left, or wild thing, bring your right toes behind, right arm up and over. Inhale, three-legged dog, and then exhale, downward dog. If you want to include vinyasas in your practice, these are a good time to include them. Otherwise, maybe skip those. Find movement that feels good to you. Inhale, when you're ready, left leg lifts up and back. Exhale, bend your left knee, left heel to sit bone. Circle the ankle or the hip. Inhale, left leg lifts. As you exhale, step your left foot between your hands. Right palm stays centered. Inhale, reach your left arm up. Always an option to drop your right knee to the floor. Any shoulder or low back pain, bring your left hand to the floor first. Otherwise, drop your right knee down, leading that left hand towards your right thigh, right arm up and over. Inhale, come back through center, square both hands to either side of the left foot. Now again, you can pick up that right knee, move into that variation of revolved runner's lunge. Again, now with the option to turn your toes out slightly, left arm up, or side plank, left heel stacks on top of the right, or back to space, wild thing. Bring your left toes behind, right leg straight, left arm up and overhead. Inhale, three-legged dog. And then exhale, downward dog. Take a deep breath. And exhale fully. Now as we inhale, step the right foot between the hands. Exhale here. Inhale, we lift into crescent lunge. And then as we exhale, we open into warrior two. Now inhale, we reverse the warrior. So we flip the palms, bring the left hand to left thigh, right arm up and overhead. Breathing in, bring yourself back through center, straighten through the right leg. And then as we exhale, bring your right hand down to your thigh, shin, ankle, left arm up towards the ceiling. You can always step your left foot a bit closer if it feels wide. Option to wrap your left hand around for your sacrum or your inner thigh. And then, only if there's no sensitivity in your neck, sometimes it feels nice to drop your right ear down towards your right shoulder. If that causes any pain, just keep your head neutral, gaze up. Now, option to reach your left hand back up. If you want to take this transition from this position, you can. Look down towards your right big toe, bend your right knee, bring your right hand to the floor. As you lift your left leg up into half moon. Now, option to stay where you are, or you can unwind your left hand, reach your left hand for the outside of your left foot, moving into sugar cane.
extending that left leg back so you feel that beautiful stretch on the front of the left thigh, as well as maybe some sensation through your right hamstring. You can always have a little bend to your right knee. Left leg straight, left arm up, and then standing splits. Frame your right leg, bring your chin towards your shin, and then see if you can land lightly into pyramid. Your right leg towards straight, left leg back. Hands to either side of the right foot, blocks, or you could bring your hands to the waist. Just relax here in a little bit of stillness. Bend your right knee so it tracks over your ankle. Lift back into three-legged dog. And then if you want to vinyasa, you can. Otherwise, maybe we're embracing that slightly more grounding quality and just pedaling out the heels. All intuitive. Inhale, left leg lifts. When you're ready, exhale, step your left foot between your hands. As we inhale, we lift into crescent. Not here for super long. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse the warrior, flip the palms. And your gaze could be up or towards your right big toe. Inhale, warrior two. Now straighten through the left leg. As you exhale, reach the left fingertips forward for thigh, shin, ankle. You could always step your right foot a little bit closer towards your left. Option, if you did on the other side, you could wrap your right hand around towards your sacrum or your inner left thigh. And if it feels good, you can release your left ear towards your left shoulder. Really careful though, no straining there. And if you wanted to, look down towards your left big toe, bend your left knee enough that you can bring your left hand to the floor on the outside of the foot. Option always to reach your right arm up or keep it bound. Option then for sugar cane, reach your right hand towards the outside edge of the right foot. Draw that right knee back, finding that beautiful stretch along the hip flexors. Right leg back, right arm up. Exhale, standing splits. Inhale, head up, and then exhale. Land lightly into pyramid. Chin towards your left shin. Bend your left knee. Step back to three-legged dog. And then find your flow or downward dog. As we inhale, lift the right leg up and back. Option for a little wild thing here or a three-legged dog again. And then as you exhale, bring your right leg across the body, so right knee towards left elbow, and then bring your right leg out to the side. Now you can stay with this position for a little moment, or you can drop your hips down towards the floor, so you're in this kind of wide leg position facing the back diagonal side. From here, bring your hands just in front, lift your chin, lift your chest, and then as you exhale, start to fold forwards. Maybe we drop down onto the forearms, maybe we stay upright through the spine. Don't worry about how far down you go, instead focus on the length and the position through the spine to a point where it feels good for you. Breathing in, breathing out. As we inhale, walk back. Now you can come out the same way you came in. If you'd rather just turn around and come back to a downward dog, that's absolutely fine. Otherwise, right hand behind your right hip, left arm up towards the ceiling as you bring your left heel, left toes down for fallen triangle. Then bring your left hand down, reach your right leg up and back again. Three-legged dog, or again, wild thing, always an option. Inhale, three-legged dog or wild thing, and exhale back to downward facing dog. Take your flow if you want to, otherwise stay put. As we inhale, Left leg lifts up and back as you exhale, wild thing or three-legged dog. Inhale through center, and then exhale, left knee towards right elbow. Extend your left foot out to the side. You could stay here with both hands to the floor or bring your right heel down, right arm up. Fallen triangle. Breathing in. Exhale, hips low. Okay, so this time you could do exactly the same again, especially if you have any SI joint pain. It might feel a bit inflamed if you do this. So we're just going to square ourselves off towards our left leg, our front leg. Breathing in, breathing out. We can start to fold, maybe taking a hold of the thigh or the foot, but worrying less about where along the leg we rest. Instead, feeling more of the sensation in the hamstring, maybe in that low back, the waist. Inhale, walk back up, and then turn, spiral over the back leg, and then exhale, fold. Inhale, walk back up, square yourself back to center. Either again, you can turn and face the front, or bring your left hand behind your left hip, lift up into fallen triangle. Right arm up, right heel down, right toes down. Exhale, plant the right hand down. Inhale, left leg lifts up, over, three-legged dog or wild thing. Inhale, three-legged dog. And then as you exhale, downward dog. Take a breath in. As we exhale, just drop to the knees, come to a child's pose. Maybe come to embryo pose with the option to interlace finger and thumb of one hand around your opposite wrist, behind your low back, relaxing your shoulders down. Release the bind of the hands and then see if you can very gently, one vertebrae at a time, roll up. So your head is the last thing to come up, and then just shift your hips to the side. Come to lay down on your back and hug your knees in. Now, option for your final twist, really it's any twist that feels good to you. For me, I'm going to bring the feet to mat width distance apart with the knees bent, and just lower the knees from one side. Bring the arms to a cactus or a capital T. Over through to the other side. You could do this a couple of times. Just be sure if you haven't already switch sides now. Then bring your knees back through center. And for the final rest, you could take Savasana with your legs long, or bring the soles of the feet together. Let your knees draw open to the side. You could rest one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. We remind ourselves, the purpose of this practice, the flower full moon, our energy is heightened. The transition period is heightened. As we worked with the Taurus energy previously to bring love and abundance into our life, now is the time that that starts to take effect. It starts to manifest with the power of the full moon. This feeling of creativity, of fluidity, of joy and movement can be a beautiful, blissful thing. But we must remember to stay somewhat grounded in our approach. We want to avoid getting too carried away or losing ourselves to the current. Allow yourself to experience the joy fully, but also embody those feelings, those moments, those times of rest. I wish you all the best during this flower full moon, and I hope you are able to ride those waves of creativity and joy in a way that feels beautiful and organic to you. I do also hope that you are able to find some moments of stillness between those
chaotic moments of transition. However you're celebrating this full moon, the flower full moon, I wish you all the best. Thank you all so much for joining me. Namaste.